evacuation. Your incredible dexterity, together with incredible luck and incredibly limited strength, works wonders. The engine is installed, now the tank will probably be able to fly. These are the brackets mounting the tank to the module. You'd better find them all and detach them before you start, or at best, all this debris will spin and be torn apart with the tank right here. You can try to repair the bracket, but since you will destroy it during the repair process, it will be easier to break it beforehand. These are the brackets mounting the tank to the module. You'd better find them all and detach them before you start, or at best, all this debris will spin and be torn apart with the tank right here. A very odd composition, but apparently this Mayo doesn't want to freeze. There's also no danger to the spacesuit's material, but I'm not sure it's reasonable to stay here with such visibility. In addition, the composition's density prevents you from moving quickly. Seems that detaching the bracket without getting your hands as well as other parts of your body dirty will be impossible. There must be some control systems inside. If the airlock isn't damaged, then we need to find it. Get into the tank, start the engine, somehow leave before it starts, and hope that when flying away, the tank will collect at least some part of the flowing spilled Mayo. An airlock seems to be attacked. Seems like the gas coming into the Mayo doesn't let it freeze. I have a feeling that something is wrong with this mayonnaise. Apart from the inconsistency of its composition, overly complex technologies are used to transport such biological debris. Although, all the tanks are specified as mayonnaise ones in all the invoices related to the line. This vacuum cleaner is called Rocket for a reason. With it having such a powerful engine, it is really possible to fly it if you bypass some technical limitations. Unbelievable. This is heaven knows what, but it's certainly not a simple tank for storing food products. All data indicate that the mayonnaise is not mayonnaise, and the tank was an integral part of the systems of the lighter unnamed. We have to start the centrifuge, even just out of scientific interest. A special patch and a bloated spacesuit indicating increased gas production due to excessive broccoli eating. All this points out that the body belongs to the first radical group. If the possible moral constraints are no problem, this bag of methane, despite the fact that the task involved pumping out gas to create a miniature engine with an igniter, your barbaric method for breaking the light to the rear end was recognized as effective. It's time to check the control panel. Something went wrong. On the one hand, this is bad news. On the other hand, you're still able to regulate the core, and it's good, but I advise you to get out of here as soon as possible. Yep, go up there, through the tube. If If the core is damaged and the Mayo central cooling circuit was thrown into space, then we can use the same way for evacuation. Your incredible dexterity, together with incredible luck and incredibly linear script, works wonders. In any case, there's a decrease in the core's activity. If nothing explodes there in the next couple of minutes, then the task can be considered completed. I can't say for sure, but apparently it was a backup power cell of the newest nuclear warp installation in the core of the liner. What we have seen is one of the most protected government secrets, and the presence of a green universe radical there confirms their involvement in the catastrophe. Wow, that's a whole kernel. Or perhaps he's not quite whole. In any case, a government suit of such a level should be equipped with a good oxygen cylinder. Unfortunately, the cylinder was badly damaged. When assembling a new suit, don't forget to transfer my chest-mounted module to it. You can't fully use your spacesuit without a personal module. The linguistic analysis... It's unlikely that you can find another way into the military module. You must bypass this super intelligent AI, which can let only a soldier pass, I presume.
What's with your face, Private? Wise guy, eh? 2 extra duties. General, welcome, sir. Yes, sir. General, sir.
It's worth noting, the robot gatekeepers can't be in the service, and therefore their involvement in the ranks of the armed forces is extremely improbable. Looks like some alcohol got spilled over circuits in the crash. There's nothing interesting inside, except for the drawer runners. A detailed plan of the service module. There's no data on the design of fluorescent lamps. To be more exact, there wasn't any. It's a decoder. Since I've violated all security protocols anyway, we can learn about the information exchanged between Breathedge coffins. That's a good door. I bet you can't break it. I told you you could handle it easily. A detailed plan of the transport module. It seems that the stand for the suit is broken. You naturally remember that my intelligence and charm, along with the entire chest-mounted block, must be transferred to a new spacesuit for it to function fully, don't you? The new suit won't reduce the core's activity, but will increase your radiation resistance, which is equivalent. Almost. It looks like we've broken the task. The sensors detect a significant decrease in radiation. Of all the potential of the Cedar spacesuit, you managed to use only its improved material for the lining, but even this is enough to increase your chances of survival. By the way, did you notice that you passed the third chapter? I think I forgot to display the text about it. Unfortunately, it's still impossible to track the location of your interlocutor. If some kind of script doesn't trigger here right now, we'll be stuck here for a long time. But I think Chapter 4 started quite a while ago, didn't it? Seems like you did something wrong, as always. I suggest you start a new game and try again. Come to think of it, forget it. Judging by the analysis of my sensors, the launched mayonnaise was completely absorbed by the core and destabilized it. The radiation level decreased to a critical minimum. It's time to visit Normandy before it's too late. According to my calculations, the next decrease in the radiation level will occur in 17 hours when the shell of the core overheats. The decrease in the radiation level will be significant, and it will last from 3 to 10 seconds, after which the explosion will follow, splitting us into atoms. With this in mind, it's highly recommended that you hurry. If I'm not mistaken, there's an accelerating transport station ahead. Apparently, they plan to use it for the evacuation of Normandy, although it's hardly possible to do that. These stations help small spaceships gain initial acceleration when departing from the liner, but they are of no use for long-distance flights. There's just one question that tickles my mind. Why are there so many damaged coffins? Aside from that, these coffins have limbs, weapons, and undoubtedly active AI units, judging by the weak signals coming from their remains. To be honest, I'd rather not know what all of this means. As far as I know, the Breathedge Funeral Agency is in the business of burying corpses, not creating them with killer robots. But these coffins are definitely not counterfeit. It seems that the Normandy team died heroically fighting with coffins, which goes beyond any and all logic. On the other hand, the fact that you are still alive goes beyond any and all logic as well. In this regard, there's a chance that the coffins might be aggressive. It's recommended that you look around carefully and try to find some survivors. Most of the ship's systems are functioning nominally, but it will take a little effort if we are going to fly away from here. The steering wheel is broken, but the rest is in order. This is the Normandy autopilot course. We can't change it without a living captain in any way, not even with a handy scrapper. However, it's highly unlikely that the captain calculated such a complex route for no particular reason, so we'd better not touch it at all. I need some time for analysis. There should be no guns on such a shuttle. Apparently, they made an exception for Normandy. That's great. It looks perfect. Almost done. Great job! Unfortunately, the station's control units are still broken, but the good news is that you don't need them to launch Normandy at all. I just wanted to keep you busy while I was doing some important calculations. Can't do without some repair. That should work, I hope. You already repaired such an engine once, but it looked different somehow. This is real gold. Judging by the inventory number, this is the coffin of one of the leaders of the party. However, the leader is nowhere to be seen. It seems that apart from aggressive armed coffins, we also have traces of corruption in the party. Please note, the coffin is almost intact. Maybe we could fiddle with it a bit. It seems that the deceased was in a hurry and tried to neutralize a coffin filled with buckwheat. It doesn't look like explosive weaponry. However, seems like someone was smuggling grain. It's him, undoubtedly. The legend of the cosmic forces of self-defense. Be careful, quicksand textures killed a lot of heroes. There is no doubt that this body belongs to the captain of Normandy. Probably during the battle, the captain fell into the textures and died from multiple injuries to the head caused by collisions along the way. It's recommended that you take some time for mourning and looting. Judging by the traces of the struggle, she was a real warrior and a professional, one of the strongest in the team of Normandy, a real hero. It's unbelievable that in our time of gender inequality, a woman can single-handedly— No, I was wrong. It's just a long-haired man who stupidly died in a simple brawl. I checked the course routed by the captain. There's not enough information, but it seems that he was able to calculate a route through several accelerating stations straight to the core. We can get some energy for a single warp jump there, and let's hope that Normandy survives this. That's it. Space, here we come. Start the engine. I apologize for the restart window. I'm not good with abrupt acceleration. I hope we don't need parts of the ship that fell off along the way that much. In any case, Normandy won't survive one more acceleration, or any flight at all. I suggest we find a place to dock and inspect the shuttle. By the way, I'd like to note that leaving the shuttle and going into outer space, we don't have enough engine power to activate the weapons. Paranoia is a type of chronic psychosis common for adulthood. Either your interlocutor knows something we don't, or she's an old woman. The ship won't hold up long, so take your time. That's a suitable place to dock. Looks like a part of the liner's garage module. Maybe we'll find some parts for Normandy there. There's a system for accurate docking installed here. That's great. Or perhaps for not so accurate docking. It looks like the engines have failed completely now and will never get to the accelerating station.
Yikes. Please go to the reception.
This is not just a garage module, but a surviving diagnostic station. However, it doesn't sound like it's functioning nominally. It looks like he was accidentally killed by the diagnostic station. I can't find any other reason for this injury.